Tower, Envoy 3514, visual 17 left.
Envoy 3514, Tower, good evening, 17 left, going to land, wind 150, out 15, gust 20.
Turn away on 17 left, Envoy 3514, good evening.
789 with side, 789, hold short of 1 left there, wait for Lima, be just a moment.
With a camera.
Well, our music machine has failed us. Okay, you're watching Runway DFW After Dark, but kind of before dark a little bit. My name is Walt. We're here at DFW International Airport in Texas on this Tuesday, May 7th, 2024. And let's see, make sure everything is working here. Can you hear us? I think we're okay. We're here at Founders Plaza at DFW International Airport, and I have no idea why our music failed us on that occasion, but we will plow ahead with our broadcast, and I thank you for watching. We haven't been back here at Founders Plaza in quite some time now. It's been last month, in fact, and so I think our first bit of business here will be to take a look at this. There you have the American Airlines Heritage livery for U.S. Airways. It is an Airbus A321, that's a 10-year-old bird, and it is off to Denver, Colorado. So welcome to Runway DFW. We're back at our home base after a week ago. Yesterday, we did our last broadcast from Indianapolis International Airport. We were there on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Our broadcasts weren't as long as they normally are because of the restrictions we have on battery power when we're at large like that, but we had some fun, and I hope you got to see a little bit of it. Free to Bed says, Runway DFW, hello, Walter. See you next week. Okay, we'll look forward to that. Warren at Waz Radio says, good morning, Walt from Sydney. Wonderful mods and friends. Josh Aldrich, a channel member and a moderator, says US Airways Classic. Landis McGowie, a good channel member, says, love the heritage liveries. I do too. I don't know that, is there any other airline who does as many as American Airlines does? I don't know. Kiwi Whispers, a channel member, says, Walt, so good to see you. Hello there, Kiwi Whispers. And Landis says, welcome home from the Circular City. Yes, that's what we used to call it back then. I don't know if anybody calls it that anymore. I did see a number of businesses with the name Circle City. So I guess that's still used. The reason is because the center of downtown Indianapolis is a traffic circle with the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. Indianapolis also called Naptown on some by some people, at least back when I was there. So I'll give a shout out to my pal Howard, who was my college roommate, and he accompanied us for one of our broadcasts, and that was a blast to have him as a kind of a co-anchor.
Appreciated right there at Quebec 6 and then south on Quebec to the Mustang route. Stay with me. Quebec 6, south on Quebec, Mustang back.
Just checking to make sure I plugged everything in correctly. Just noticed my headphones were halfway plugged in, which is why... Oh, here we go with this flight. Let us track this for you as it heads off to Denver. On Runway DFW, it's our first takeoff of the evening. I have to tell you, you don't really appreciate how busy an airport like this is until you go to an airport like Indianapolis. Now, there's no dig on Indianapolis. It's not as big of an airport. It's not a hub for any airlines, and so you got to catch it when it's got its busy schedule going on. And I don't know how good I was at that. I don't know if we pointed out that right over there at the UPS facility is a big old 747, which is scheduled to go out this evening. So we look forward to that. Looks like it's still getting packed up there. Let's see if we can zero in on that a little bit. Well, the lift is there, but I don't see anything going in or out right now. Channel member James Tokini says, good evening all. Starting to get hot out there. Keep cool, Walt. Well, you know what? I was favored with a nice cool water by Texas Girl right over here, sitting next to us. So I thank you for that, Texas Girl. Zachary Ludlow says, hey, Walt, any big planes tonight? Well, does that count? And plus, you may have seen in our just a few minutes ago when we were watching the Denver-bound plane taking off, there's the King of the Skies with its tail sticking up there, the British Airways Speedbird, headed back to London. So we'll see that go off in the not-too-distant future. What else did I see? I thought I saw something else down there that I didn't recognize. Yes. Now that looks like an interesting plane. And I don't know what that is. let me see if I can get a little closer look at that. Do a little digital zoom in here. And does anybody know what that is? I thought there was a private 737 here that I saw on the...
American 1355, Charlie Quebec 7, join the Mustang route.
So on the Facebook page for DFW spotters. So I don't know if that's what that is or not. If anybody knows, let us know. Ram Tough Mama, channel member, says evening, y'all. Dwayne C says wildflowers are in bloom. Adds a little color to the landscape. Yes, it does indeed. That's kind of nice. We should take advantage of seeing that while we've got some sunlight left, because that's all going to disappear into the darkness not too soon from now. Oh, there's our music. So, okay, our music is intact. It just wasn't talking to our computer for some reason. We've seen the tail end of a little business jet there. Bombardier Challenger 300 coming in from parts unknown. Now we do have another jet right behind that. It's going to be American Airlines Flight 727. Flight 727. It's an Airbus A321, so go figure. Thank you for our new subscriber there. Johnny Dodge, a channel member and friend of the channel, says, "Hey Walt, great to see you out at DFW." Thank you, Johnny. The wind has picked up here. I thought it was going to be kind of a calm night, but I don't know. It's not bad. As you can see, the temperature is 87 degrees, which is not bad at all. Let's see, we've got a sign there. Okay, here comes the flight from, this is from Seattle. Flight 727. Wow! Our friend Steve Lundaby is in a gifting mood this evening, gifting 10 Runway DFW memberships. Thank you so much. That is very kind of you, Mr. Lundaby. So we see a lot of friends who have been members in the past. Checking in now, Wisconsin Dave, back in the fold. Yeah, we have an anniversary to celebrate. Melbourne Flights Aviation, channel member, celebrating 11 months of membership. Hi Walt, you have some amazing mods on Runway DFW. I sure do. I'm very lucky with the mods that we have attracted over the years. This is a really nice place to hang out, even if you're not watching planes, just to hang out and check out our mods. What you're looking at there is American Eagle Flight 3937. It's going to Billings, Montana, an Embraer 175LR. And we have another 175 about to land from Panama City, Florida. American Eagle Flight 3827. Shall we pull out to take a look at that?
Continue south on Quebec, made a right on Echo Romeo, and stay with me.
We'll give it a try here.
Right, Echo Romeo, stay with me. American 1373, target evening 17 left, going to land, wind 170 at 12, gust 18.
Well, I guess this one's going to go out before the other one comes in. So we'll get an E-Jet twofer here for you. Going out to Billings and coming in from Panama City.
American 1051, Toronto, Quebec 7, follow the citation of the Mustang route, monitor ground 0.65, good night.
Follow citation Mustang 0.65 is our case.
Channel member and moderator Kai is here. Hello, Kai. Hello, all, he says. But Pittsburgh Don 77, one of our great mods, says, okay, getting busy at work. Talk to you later. Understood. Anna the Dispatcher celebrating 2 months of Runway DFW membership. 2 months, says she. So glad my husband and I found this channel. You're the best. Well, thank you so much.
Exit jet 629, continue
Smiler Media says, hey all, currently sat on the British Airways A380 bound for Heathrow. I'll watch on my phone if you follow it. Currently offloading some baggage. You know what, I think we will, you really don't have to convince me to follow along with the BA. We're going to watch that when it goes out. And there it is. Another anniversary from Anthony Guinan, celebrating 6 months of membership. Thanks for the great streams. Thank you, Anthony. I want to apologize to our viewers, our loyal, regular viewers, because we've been off the air for more than a week as of today. And circumstances were such that I couldn't get out here to do a broadcast, so I apologize for that. I want to give you value for your membership dollars, and I always feel bad when I fall short in that way, so I hope you can understand. Landis McGowie with a $10 super chat. Thanks to all in this and other plane spotting communities, I am well and grateful. Thank you, Landis. We have so many viewers. And Smiler Media says, there she is. I think we can go in a little closer on it there.
34, target evening, 17 left, going to land, wind 170 at 13, gust 18.
All right, 17 left, clear to land, airshow 60, 720.
And we have a very special acknowledgement now from for Deborah Klein, a member now for 1 full year. You are doing a wonderful job, Walt. Thank you, Deborah.
And then you're going to make a
I really appreciate that. That's commitment.
Is it 629, Roger, on Mike, hold short of Echo Romeo, and monitor the ground on 0.65. American 1373, join the Mustang route, monitor ground 0.65, good night.
Mustang route, 0.65.
Landis says, runway, Walt, if you can verbally estimate mystery plane's location relative to the terminal, I will try to ID on Flight Radar 24. Well, the thing is, I don't think it's lit up on the radar right now. And we do have going out now a 787 jumbo jet. Do they call them jumbo jets anymore? This is off to Los Angeles, a 7878 Dreamliner.
American 2423, to Reykjavik 7, join the Mustang route, monitor ground on 0.65, guys.
So it's our first big plane taking off here.
2423.
So anyway, Landis, we were talking about the plane I'm about to punch up here. It's a little off-center there. We've got it digitally zoomed in, so it's a little fuzzy. Ooh, here are the bighorn sheep coming in 8 minutes. Okay, thank you. Richard Carlisle, channel member, has with a $20 super chat. Good evening, Walt. It was great to come by and say hello to you and Howard and Indy. My family enjoyed meeting you so much. Yes, that was quite a treat. I don't know if you saw it, but the whole family came down, and they drove about an hour to get to Indianapolis Airport, and they brought us some tremendous artwork, which I still have neatly folded away in my... I haven't fully unpacked from that trip yet, believe it or not, because there's been other things going on. But I do plan to get those images out, photographed in a way that I can represent them very clearly on the screen here. So I want to thank you all so much for that big surprise. Howard was very impressed, my roommate with my college roommate, Howard, who was on the broadcast with me. He was very surprised at the level of loyalty that Runway DFW engenders. And do I have the wrong audio on my... Let me see. I might have hit something here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think we'll be back now. Yeah, I plugged in the scanner, and usually it just remembers where we were last time. So thank you for pointing that out.
We definitely got issues.
Ricky.
Envoy 3719, go to Clark, you get it.
Okay, so anybody has a... Oh, so anyway, that plane there that we've been trying to figure out what it is parked just to the south of Terminal D. No, Terminal... Where's the Terminal D, the international terminal. And I do not see it on the flight radar, which I didn't expect to. But I don't know, maybe we'll see it go out. It's got stairways going in, maybe a sports charter.
Runway 3804, traffic holds in position, cross runway 18 left at Golf 8, contact ground point 85.
Alright, cross Golf 8 at 18 left, and contact ground there, South.
Imagination Aviation says, hey Walt, it's me, Miles. Look behind you real quick so I can say bye. Miles? I don't know. Are you Miles? Huh? Are you Miles? No? Okay. Well, somebody named Miles here has said hello, so I say hello back. We're on a delay when we broadcast. So what happens live is actually removed by about 30 seconds from real time. It's just the way the internet works. Well, just before the 8 o'clock hour here in the central time zone of the USA. Here we are hanging out at Founders Plaza. There's a Texas girl over there. Raina Taylor, channel member, says both the Mavericks and the Stars are playing tonight, so that could well be a sports charter, although they can't be playing in the same arena, can they? because they both do play in the same arena. Look at this. A Sky West jet. I believe that's operating on behalf of United Airlines. Probably going to Houston, but when I can peel away from the transmission screen, I will refer to our flight radar screen. Well, no, that was Sky West operating on behalf of American Airlines off to Idaho Falls. So I guess that's an American Eagle.
3790, 3765,
1 is left line of weight on board 37.
Huh?
There goes the triple. On the other side.
Oh.
Pressure flight 3223 DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 180 at 10, gust 16. 1967, where do you park?
We have another 1-year anniversary to commemorate here. It's Dale Helton celebrating 12 months of membership. Well, that year went by quickly. Well, let me read it accurately. Well, that year went quick. I enjoy your shows. Thank you, Dale. Very much appreciated. Roger Scott says, good evening, Walt, mods and all. It's a beautiful evening in North Texas. I could go for a little less wind, but other than that, no complaints.
1024, connect park.
Good day, American 1024.
Runway 3765, RNF to Lair and runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNF to Lair, 18 left, clear for takeoff, Alpha 3765.
Seki says, Walt, if you can get a visual on the registration of that private, we might be able to ID it on Flight Radar 24. Regrettably, it is simply too far away from our vantage point for me to zero in on it. That's as close as we can get. Hmm?
I said my time expired, now I gotta find it again.
Oh. Now let me look something up here on, I don't usually...
1813, cross 20 left at Alpha, contact ground 65, top of the bridge.
Iberia coming in 8 minutes, so we're 8 minutes away from Iberia, which is what we saw this morning. And that will come in on the east side of the airport, so we may not get a good look at it.
I come up here now and
So I'm looking on the DFW spotters page because I think this plane was featured on here.
3643, cross 20 left, center ground,
But I could be wrong because I'm not seeing it.
Runway 18 left, line up weight on board 3585.
Well, oh, here it is. So that is, let's see, I think somebody's identified it here. That is, the registration is 2-DEER. It's a Sun Air Boeing 787-8. So that's what that is. The registration is the number 2-DEER. And so if we look this up on Flight Radar 24, it's a 10-year-old Dreamliner. registered in Guernsey, in the, it's a British, one of the British Isles, I think. No flights are found here on the Flight Radar 24, so it's probably one of those planes that doesn't submit to being tracked by radar.
Unit DFW American 1892, approaching Netty, 18 right.
So that's interesting.
Parking on the east side. Get 1892 DFW, runway 18 right to the land with 170 on 11.
We'll see now a Frontier plane coming in there from Minneapolis, St. Paul with Sierra, the big orange sheep. Oh, I think we're losing our signal, are we? Are we losing our signal? Please stand by if we're buffering. Yes, we are buffering.
Pressure flight 3223, exit high speed, where you park.
Although if you can still hear me, my hotspot says we still have an excellent signal.
What's that one left at Whiskey Lima, Pressure flight 3223?
With 3585, connect departure. Departure on board 3585, take. X1687 on F2B, park from the 18 left, clear for takeoff.
American 1687.
Okay, I think we're back.
RNAV park.
Hey, say hi.
Oh,
Michael.
Michael, pleasure to see you.
Nice to see you. This is impressive.
Oh, thank you.
You're live on YouTube right now?
Yes, sir. We've got a twofer here as far as Frontier goes. That looks like a woodpecker there, I'd say. Oh, and the big bird, the king of the skies, is... So anyway, the plane we just saw coming in was from Orlando, near Airbus A320neo, with Weston the woodpecker adorning its tail, and there is the king of the skies, and I think we're once again...
Iberia 6149, heavy DFW tower, runway 18 right, clear to land in 170 at 14. There's the 918 right, 6149. Pressure flight 3223, cross runway 18 left, Whiskey Lima, contact ground 0.85.
We are once again having some issues with transmission.
Pressure flight 3451, cross runway 18 left.
Johnny Dodge says that's Rick Ross's plane. Didn't it get stuck in the grass? I don't know. But I have to be honest with you, I don't know who Rick Ross is. I don't get around very much.
1687, connect
No departure, American 1687.
Network. The channel member says, Walt, you rock. Great timing, Walt. Just left Kevin. Kevin of Airline Videos Live, who's been on the air today, and if he's finished, I welcome any Airline Videos Live viewers who may be coming on over. And again, we still seem to be having some transmission issues. So, hang in there. Josh says the Dallas Gremlins are jealous Walt went to Indy. And yes, we do appear to be experiencing a bit of a moderate chop. Oh, I wish that was not the case. But I... And I'm not seeing any results for that. So I don't know. We're about to see the Iberia flight coming in. It's coming in on this side today, so that's nice to know. I hope our signal will hold out for this. This is we're about to see the plane that was featured, or on our on the poster for tonight's broadcast.
Cross 18 left, hold short, 18 right on
It's an Airbus A330 200 coming in from Madrid.
Cross 18 right, straight in, American local 705.
Flight 6149 from Madrid, ending a 10-hour and 40-minute journey as we keep our eye on the big King of the Skies, which is slowly making its way to the takeoff position. And as we've noticed recently, it's been taking off from less than the full length of the runway in recent times. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you. You're about to see a Spirit ship going out flight 1952 to Las Vegas, an Airbus A320, which will be entering our view from the left.
Take 564 DFW Tower, runway 18 left, line up Boeing, traffic go across. 18 left, line up Boeing, American 564. Iberia 6149 heavy cross.
Donnie White says, channel member, good evening, Walt. A warm welcome home to you, sir. Thank you. Landis, referring to the Speedbird King. Finnair A350 fan, Dallas, Australia. Hey, everyone. Hello to you, Finnair fan. Doug Hewson, a channel member, says, good evening, Walt. Hello, Doug. Mad to LAX says hello to all from the aforementioned LAX. Jolt Jack 747 says, hey Walt, can you show my drawings? And you know what, Jack, I think I did not get to load them in today, and I apologize for that. I know I've been promising to. And I did have a long layover there, but I've been kind of busy and I just didn't get to it. So I still pledge to you, Jolt Jack, that I will get those pictures on there. We'll have a picture extravaganza, in fact, because we've got those. We've got the ones that were gifted to us in Indianapolis. Texas Gal 07 says, in the last several days, the A380 has crossed the runway and gone to the short stop to take off from the west side of the runway. Yeah, that's been our experience. Now, I haven't been here in the longest time. You know, it's been late April since I've been out here, but the last few nights we've been here to see the A380 take off, it's always been from what I like to refer to as the short T. Probably about a quarter of the way down the runway. This is flight 192. It's going to London. It's an Airbus A380, as you can see. This is an 8-year-old example of the King of the Skies. Did you see the pictures online of the Korean Air A380 being broken up at the airport in Seoul? That seems so sad. I think they said it was about a 12-year-old aircraft. And yeah, they're just breaking it up for parts. And meanwhile, there's another A380 that just got liberated from the desert in the southwest here of the U.S., and it was on its way to London. They had to fly it to London with its landing gear down all the way because of they still need to get it all fitted out, and it's my understanding that that's going to be part of a fleet of A380s that will be operating under as a new airline between London and other cities, including New York. So that'll be interesting.
They don't come in here.
Kilo Super DFW Tower, runway 18 left at Yankee Line of Flight.
The passengers on this flight will be arriving just before 11 a.m. tomorrow. At least that's the schedule in London at Heathrow.
Make 2707, contact departure. 2707.
We have another one-year member checking in. It's Larry Brown. Thank you, Larry. A good year in a month flying BA from Newark to London Heathrow.
Clear to land, 1A right, American 1723.
So let's see what it does here. If it makes a left turn, it's on its way. If it makes a right turn, we'll see a little bit more of it before it heads off. But no, it's making that right turn onto 18 left. So give a nice close-up view of it beginning its journey to all the passengers in Terminal D. So safe travels to the King of the Sky. The only example of this aircraft we regularly see here. And indeed, BA is going to suspend its A380 operations here at DFW for a few months later this year.
Break to a super contact party today. Positive, thank you.
Tower Taylor 3246, visual 1A right.
Taylor 3246, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 160 at 10.
1A right, visual Taylor 3246.
I spy with my little eye a super chat from Nathan H. A $10 super chat. Good evening, Walt and fellow spotters. Thank you, Nathan. And we have another super chat from a friend of ours, James Webb, with a $200 super chat. Now, James Webb, you may be familiar with that name. He is the sponsor, the official sponsor of this channel. So, James, thank you so very much for that. Wow. And Beve says, is thanking you too as well. And she says, you know Walt appreciates it. And yes, I do. So thank you. Seki says, James Webb, oh my, such generosity. Indeed. We've been the recipient of a great deal of generosity from Mr. Webb. That was American Flight 1723 arriving from Cancun in Mexico, 737-800. I think Cancun is the American Airlines top international destination from DFW. Yeah, we're looking over at that Queen of the Skies there, getting all loaded up for its next.
Cross 18 left, Whiskey Kilo, ground 25, American 1723 today.
Its next run. We'll see it get some cargo ingested there as we wait for other things to happen. Anthony Guinan is checking in with a $2 super chat. Walt, you can charter that 787 for $70,000. For $70,000 an hour. Yeah, he's talking about that private jet we were looking at earlier. We'll take another look at it in a minute. Our camera is busy at the moment. Skittles, channel member, as usual, in her car in front of her house. I just got home. I'm about ready, though, to hop out of my car, change my clothes, grab the loppers, and start chopping away blackberry bushes. Well, Skittles, I apologize to her because she came in a few days ago, I guess over the weekend, and it was my full intention to come out here and greet her and thank her for her great support of the channel, and my personal circumstances did not allow me to do that. So I'm very sorry about that, Skittles. I know we'll meet up soon. I did make my hotel reservations for Cranky Dark Fest, so that's exciting. Let's see, we have an A300 about to taxi out for UPS. And we've got a CRJ 701ER coming in from Lubbock for American Eagle. So let us hit that button, swing around this way, and catch this arrival for you on Runway DFW. We welcome Katie Goodling as a channel member. Have you been a channel member before, Katie? If you haven't, I know your name sounds familiar, but in any event, thank you so much for joining in. Let's see if we can find this A300. You may be able to hear it back there. Regulars of this channel know that the UPS cargo facility is located just to the south of us here, just a few hundred feet away, and so we get a good look at the UPS planes as they come and go.
2267 on F2B, parcel, left to takeoff.
This is an A300 dating back to February of 2001, but you know what? I think we're going to shift our focus here just for a second because we do have another heavy jet on its way in. This American Flight 1540 from Los Angeles. It will be a 787-8 Dreamliner, and here it comes. Flight 1540 from LAX. You may have seen this take off on airline videos live earlier today. So we'll complete the circle as we watch this touchdown.
Okay, 655 cross runway 18 left, hold short runway 18 right. That's fine, left, hold short 18 right. Okay, 655 cross 20 right.
And this A300 is flight 751 UPS. It's going to the World Port in Louisville.
2267 cross. Over departure, good.
We haven't had any planes yet to salute as being a 20th century plane, as is our custom.
Lima cross 18 left, Foxtrot Alpha 26
Katie says, thank you. My card expired, so I had to renew. I was a member already. Yes, I thought so. I'm glad my memory is not failing. Thank you, Katie. But member or not, if you're watching, we welcome you. If you want to hit the subscribe button, that will gain you entree to the chat room, and that's free.
Runway 18 left, line up to American 4790.
Farida Bed, channel member with some bad news. The FedEx facility in Kalamazoo, Michigan was flattened by a strong tornado earlier tonight. 35 to 40 people were in the facility when it was hit. Good golly. I hope that they all found shelter. Got a United CRJ 9 coming in from Denver.
Turn to Laren, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 2790.
If I said American, I meant American Eagle, but it's, as you can see, it's operated by Mesa Airlines. No, I'm sorry, it's not America. It's a United Express operated by Mesa Airlines coming in from Denver.
EPM 751 heavy at Zulu, cross runway 18 right, and then 18 left, contact ground 65 top of the bridge.
Alright, cross 18 right, and 18 left, 165 on the bridge, Zulu, EPM 751 heavy.
Meanwhile, that A300 is still taxiing. This could be on a trajectory to go over to the east side for takeoff.
Tower American 509 on the visual runway 18 right.
Air shuttle 6049 cross 18 left.
Josh Aldrich notes that liking and subscribing is free and really helps out the channel. It does indeed. Thank you for that. Randy Bucksbaum says, I just booked a trip to Atlanta through DFW in October. Airfare's insane with bulkhead seat $840 round trip. Thank God my customer pays my travel and expenses. That's... whew. A Martinair flight aircraft crosses our path there. It's coming in from Tyler, Texas, a Cessna Super Cargo Master. And although we can't see it anymore, we will give it its due salute. 1989. And that was a 35-year-old single-engine aircraft. Donnie White says, Walt looks like a 747-400 and a 747-800 to me. What do you think? Well, there's only one over there, one 747. And let me get a look at this here. It's a 747-8, and it'll be going out to to Louisville later this evening. And what you had there arriving was Flight 2213 from Los Cabos in Mexico. So that's a 747-8. Came in from Louisville earlier this afternoon, I believe. In the 10 o'clock hour, we can look forward to, looks like 2 MD-11s, tri-jets, departing from here, one going to Louisville, the other going to Chicago Rockford International Airport. Got a teeny tiny jet there.
Tower America 1710 on the visual 18 right.
Break 1710 DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 170 at 10.
Go ahead, 18 right, America 1710.
And that was Midwest Aviation going to Omaha. The Learjet 70, a 10-year-old Learjet 70. That arrival was American Flight 509 from Austin, an Airbus A320. It's an Airbus A321, American Flight 329, going to Boise, Idaho.
Golf 8, ground 185, American 509, good day.
2213, cross 18 left, Whiskey Lima, on the ground 185.
Cross 18 left, and Whiskey Lima, and company 5, American 2213.
Oh, Boise, says Josh. I see 757 Chip in the house here. So hello to you, Chip. Always glad to have you on board. Coming out of the sky from Kansas City is American Flight 1710. That's a baby bus, Airbus A319. Dating back to the year 2000. There is another Airbus A300 getting ready to pull out of the UPS depot. We'll see that soon. 757 Chip with a $5 super chat. Cathay finally changed their livery from Cathay Pacific Cargo to Cathay Cargo. I saw their 747-8 freighter at DFW with the new livery yesterday when I landed. Well, thank you, Chip, for that alert. We did see one. We did see a plane with the new livery. I don't know if it's the same one. This was several months ago, but then everything I've seen subsequent to that had the old livery. They changed the name. They simplified the name from Cathay Pacific Cargo to Cathay Cargo. I think that's how it worked. But thank you so much for that, Chip. Another super chat, just off the wire from Skittles. $20. Walt, thank you for this stream. By the way, I quite like DFW Airport for its size. It was very easy to find my way around, and the layout was quite nice. I just couldn't believe how humid it was. Washington State has nothing on Texas in that regard. Well, again, Skittles, thank you for that. I wish you all the best, and I will catch up with you one of these days in person. Here comes the A300 out of its parking space. This one's going to Rockford, Chicago Rockford International Airport in Illinois. So thank you again, Skittles and 757 Chip, for those very kind gifts. You guys are already Quad Jet channel members. Aviation Geek says, hello, Walt and everyone. Hello to you. Speaking of our great channel members, I think it's time to say thank you to all of them. We're going to run the numbers here. Well, run the names, I should say, because these are the people who help us stay on the air, pay the bills for all that data that we're using, and sometimes it actually works. So thank you once again to James Webb, who chimed in with a $200 super chat earlier. And he is the sponsor, the official sponsor of this channel. So thank you again for everything you do for Runway DFW, Mr. Webb. And now we're going to look at the Quad Jet members, the highest level of Runway DFW membership. The names are about to appear to you. This rundown was created as of noon today, because I have to kind of pre-produce this. So if you're a new member and you don't see your name on the list, you will on our next broadcast. So Quadjet members, salute to 757 Chip, A-list flyer Chris, who, by the way, he has a new video out, I think today, with one of his great in-flight videos. Beaker and Honeydew, Beve, Cubs Win, Deborah Klein, Dimitri H, Dwayne C, James Webb, there's that name again, Josh Aldrich, Kai, Kansas Ave Geek, Landis McGowie, Lori M, Michael Schwarzkopf, Michelle R.S., Pete Nordine, R. Bauer 25, as I smell that jet fuel, Raina Taylor, S35, Bonanza Pilot, Skittles, Steve Lundaby, Will Hutchison. Those are our Quad Jet channel members. Thank you to all of you. And now you're going to see all the rest of the people who are very important members of our channel. The Tri-Jet and the Twin Jet members. Thanks to all of you as well. And O'Malley says thank you to all of our members. Aviation Geek says, well, 3 weeks ago I had my surgery and I am getting better. That is good to know. AG, thank you for letting us know about that. Robbie Batista says, how's it going, Walt? I'm doing well. It's so good to be back here at DFW. And Adam Turner, channel member, likes to refer to me as the Bob Ross of aviation. Well, I really don't have the hair for that, that's for sure. And in case that description leaves your head scratching, Bob Ross is an artist, he had a TV show where he taught people how to paint. He was very calm and very conversational, and he made anybody feel as though they could paint a picture. And so maybe this will inspire you to create your own live aviation YouTube channel, because it's easy. Even I can do it. So there's a couple of Martinaires there. I think they're both Super Cargo Masters. The one in the foreground,
1987.
if Flight Radar 24 is to be believed. And the one in the background, well, one of them is 37 years old. I don't know about the other one.
Center runway 3889, visual line right. Runway 3889, visual runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 170, 18 right, clear to land, runway 3889.
American Airlines Flight 945 coming in from Nashville, 737-800. For some reason, the buttons on my computer are sticky. I have to press keys to switch cameras, and not being cooperative. There we go. Josh Aldrich says, I'm planning to be in DFW for Memorial Day weekend. Well, hope to see you then, Josh.
Tower American 1832, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 1709, address 14. Clear to land, 18 right, American 1832.
And this plane we're about to see coming in not long after that previous arrival from Mexico City, a 737-800. American Flight 2351. This is our first Delta plane of the evening.
American 1459.
American 2229, 12 p.m. for 1 right. 2229, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 170 at takeoff 14. Clear to land, 18 right, American 2229.
So there you see American Flight 1459 off to Las Vegas. It's an Airbus A321. That Delta flight, an Airbus A319 going to Salt Lake City, Flight 1429. Did I say that? I might have said that twice.
Parking west, American Flight 51. 51, thanks, full short 1 left, whiskey Lima. Full short 1 left, whiskey Lima, okay, Park 351.
I have to say, I feel a little rusty tonight. I wasn't operating with our full equipment in Indianapolis. So I had to pack everything up into 3 bags: my backpack, a carry-on bag, which had our 2 cameras and our audio board and audio equipment, and then a check-in bag which had our tripods and another couple of heavy things. In Indianapolis, I had to buy a table to put all that stuff on.
1429, RNAV, B Park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, and 1730.
So it was an interesting journey. The Delta flight we spoke of is getting ready to launch.
3039, hold short, runway 1 left at Whiskey Kilo, traffic on Mount Pana.
Hold short of 18 left at Whiskey, envoy 3889. Whiskey Kilo, left 18 left.
Thank you. American 1459, contact Park, adios.
Good day, American 1459.
This plane falls short of our criteria for jingling, but it is a 21-year-old aircraft. Be 22 this October. Okay, so is this 2 Deer plane getting ready to go off? Is it? I can't tell if its lights are flashing. Let's see if we can zero in on it here. My computer's kind of locking up here. Sarah, the real deal, has just favored us with what I would like to call a $5 super chat. No, that's from Skittles. Bob Ross, happy trees, Walt, happy airplanes. Way too cool for school. Thank you for that, Skittles. I didn't see that until I saw the super chat from Sarah Deal with a $10 super chat. Hi, Walt. I'm excited about arriving Saturday, May 11th. Flight 215, JetBlue, arriving 6:08 p.m. I hope to find you at DFW sometime during my stay. And look at that. The
American 2076, you can roll down a taxiway out. I don't have anybody behind you right now.
American 2076 will roll down.
that mystery plane is now pushing back. See, did I miss anybody else? Oh, Ronnie Johansson with a $2 super chat. Good afternoon from Kansas. Thank you, Ronnie. A-list flyer Chris. No, I'm sorry. 757 Chip talking to A-list flyer Chris. Says he'd be stopping by at Founders this weekend, but instead it will be the Stadler and Waldorf show on the hill at LAX on Saturday. I understand.
Thank you, American 1832, Alpha Cross 20 left and ground point 65 on top of the bridge, you're gonna.
Well, for some reason, our digital zooming in is not, does not appear to be functional at this moment. Now, is this plane on the radar? Yes, it is. And the plane we're talking about is this, it's right, I'm going to center it right there, smack dab in the center of our screen there and focus in. It is a 7878 Dreamliner, a business jet. Its call sign is the letter 2-DEER. And we don't know where it's going.
Mark 648, you said attack, good evening, wind 1707, runway 13 right for the land.
So we're going to keep an eye on that plane, see what happens. Maybe we'll get to see it take off anyway. Flight 2076 arriving from San Antonio, Texas. It's an Airbus A321. So here's the plane of the hour. And I'm just sorry we can't give you a closer up view of it. So if you squint, you'll see it there in the middle of your screen. Cajun Josh says, I watched a YouTube video on one of those 787 biz jets, and it was like $78,000 an hour to charter. My goodness. Angel Ivy is questioning any flights operating from Dallas to Singapore. As of this moment, only the occasional cargo planes, but don't have any passenger flights to Singapore from DFW currently. Just as a little reminder, well, that looks pretty bright, doesn't it? We are coming to you live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, Founders Plaza. And there's Texas Girl over there, keeping me company. And I once again want to thank all of our Runway DFW members. The list has now scrolled through all the names as of noon today. And if you're a new member, of course, watch for your name next time on Runway DFW. Oh, now we get it. Now our thing is... There's not much more of a... It's not much of a clear shot there, but at least we get to enlarge that Dreamliner in the picture. The one we're talking about, the plane we're talking about is on the right in front of that American Airlines. That looks like a 777, does it not? We do not know where this Dreamliner is going.
And then taxi via Bravo Charlie to the ramp and just monitor.
Our hope is that we can watch it take off from over here, at least on the west side of the airport.
DFW Tower, helicopter 50 Romeo Mike is with you, Vista Ridge westbound.
And Mark 640, you can just monitor ground 185 to the ramp. Good night. Number 50 Romeo Mike, DFW Tower, proceed westbound out of the Class Bravo space via the Vista Ridge route.
Proceed westbound down the Class Bravo via the Vista Ridge route. Helicopter 50 Romeo Mike.
Hey, there's Uncle Plane Guy up there in Indianapolis. Walt, he says. Indianapolis is getting international flights in 2024, including a flight to Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. Well, that is exciting. I know that Howard, who was my co-host there, indicated that there had been a flight to Paris, which was, I guess, removed, or well, it was not. It was suspended, I guess. So that's exciting for Indianapolis. Helsinki Spotting says hello, everyone. Hello there. Regrettably, we don't have any Finnair flights for you this evening. And Douglas Serrano noting this is a Boeing Business Jet 787 that we're looking at there. Just for information, we can see over there the Boeing 747-8 on the right, still being packed up. Door still open. Scissor lift still up.
Miles out for 18 right.
Delta 1685, DFW target evening. TCAS south, 12 o'clock, about 2 miles. The helicopter all up 1,000 feet going westbound. I'll pass before you, runway 18 right.
Mark Pell says 2 deer will probably disappear from radar as it warps into hyperspace mode. $20 super chat from MVHSM. I figured out the person in the 787. It's owned by Deerjet, and its call sign per ADSB exchange is Angola 1. A news article shows the Minister of Affairs was in Dallas for U.S.-Africa Summit, so probably going back to Angola. Well, that is it's a pretty snazzy way to travel. Thank you for that information and for that very kind super chat. Our audience can always figure out what's going on.
And flight 1791, DFW target evening, wind 1707, runway 13 right, clear to land. Number 5, correction November 0, Romeo Mike, past Bravo space boundary, squawk 1200, search terminal, frequency change, please every day.
And you might see there in the background, it's a 777 that has just arrived. It's over there on the right side of the screen, just arrived from London Heathrow, over on the east side of the runway. But apparently this plane, if our insider information is to be believed, is going to Angola, or at least that's the eventual destination.
I got about 7 miles spacing behind you.
So this is pretty cool.
Delta 1685, copy all. Clear to land, 18 right, we'll roll alpha.
And then who's the other one they call?
American 940, Eagle 18 right, park.
American 940, DFW target even right to East Side Parker, runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 1807.
Seki says there were a lot of flashing lights, probably some police escort there earlier, so that matches the Angola diplomatic mission status. Look at us solving all these riddles here. You're about to see a Delta flight coming in from Salt Lake City. Flight 1685 is this, in Airbus A319. Looks to have been a super smooth landing.
American 1056, contact apart, radio. American 2346.
So I know there must be a handful of these private Dreamliners out there, but you don't see them too often.
Central aircraft departure is Bravo, now turn off 72960, wind 1707 at DFW. American, meet that Delta 1685, hold short, only 18 left to taxiway Alpha.
What's your line left at Alpha, Delta 1685?
And flight 1721, DFW Tower, Cashway, Travis is following a 737 3-mile final runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 1707. with 3723, you can turn early at Whiskey Hotel, runway 18 left on its way, conversion runway operation, select the lane for you.
Now, this plane is going directly back to Angola. It could well be shuffled off to the east side of the airport. We'll see.
Negative, Runway 3723, do extra minute.
Okay, no worries. We'll just go after they convert your traffic to 13 right, and we'll get jetting.
No worries, line up and wait, runway 18 left, Runway 3723.
Yes, we're all set. Delta 1685, taxiway, Alpha Cross, runway 18 left in ground, 0.65 on top of the bridge, yes, connect.
Ground 65, top of the bridge after crossing 18 left at Alpha Delta 1685.
American 2346, Kansas Park, adios.
American 2346.
Once again, we're looking at a Boeing Business Jet Dreamliner 7878 with the registration 2-DEER. And our insider information has it that a minister from the African nation of Angola is one of the VIP passengers on that jet.
American 940, continue taxi, Echo Alpha, hold short, runway 18 left, stay with me.
Echo Alpha, hold short, runway 18 left, stay with the American. American 1854, pushing it.
American 1854, descend south, runway 18 right clear to land with 1808.
18 right clear to land, right 1854.
With 3723, outside ready to go now.
Alright, go, Runway 3723.
Perfect, I'm with 3723, RNAV land, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff with 1808.
RNAV land, clear for takeoff, 18 left, Runway 3723.
Angola 1 Heavy, DFW After Dark, runway 18 left on its way.
On its way, 18 left, Angola 1 Heavy.
Nice ride, says Channel member Randy Bucksbaum. Indeed.
Runway 18 right clear to land and wind 1808.
Clear land, 18 right, American 679.
And flight 1791, exit to Quebec, correction the Alpha 5 high speed and taxi via Bravo, charter the ramp at monitor ground 25. American 1854, right there. Angola 1 Heavy, RNAV Farah, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, wind 1808.
RNAV to Farah and clear takeoff runway 18 left, Angola 1 Heavy.
I'm with 3723, Kansas Park, adios.
Departure runway 3723.
So this plane is got clearance to take off.
185, you'll connect.
And there it is, about as close of a view as we're going to get to this one.
I'm sorry, say that again. And flight 1745, you took south, 13 right, clear to land, wind 1809. American 1406, you took south, good evening, runway 18 left on its way, clockwork turbulence and converting runway operation.
5 out of a wait 8, flat of American, 1406.
American 1430, you'll be after him, then we'll go with American 369.
Downboard 3950 on the visual runway 18 right.
With 3917, DFW Tower, good evening. Runway 18 right clear to land, wind 170 knots.
170. Clear to land, runway 18 right on flight.
American 940, stats way off across runway 18 left, ground point 65 on top of the bridge, traffic holds in position.
So it's wheels up to Angola or wherever its ultimate destination is. Something we haven't seen here before, or at least I haven't seen it.
American 1854, traffic holds in position, high speed, Whiskey Lima, cross, runway 18 left, and turn right on Foxtrot. Now get back to you on Foxtrot.
High speed, Whiskey Lima, cross 18 left, right Foxtrot.
Well, let's get back on the ground here, and we will check out the 747. Still apparently getting loaded up over there. If you're just joining us, that's a UPS 747-8. With the its next destination is the Louisville Worldport. Sarah R. says, howdy, Walt. Got news. I got into the American Airlines Academy, so hopefully we'll be flying in on stream someday. Thank you for all that you do. Congratulations, Sarah R. That is terrific news. Chad Hart chiming in with a $10 super chat. Good evening, Walt, and the rest of the mobs. You just missed my second milestone post. It's okay, though, where I said I was upset. I felt like a jackass, so no hard feelings. I still enjoy watching DFW. Chad, to make it up for you, I'm going to find that, and here it is. Chad, who's a channel member, celebrating 11 months of membership. Good evening, Walt and the mods. 11 months already. Chad, I really appreciate that. And how long ago was that? I apologize for having overlooked that, but there it is again. Thank you for that, and of course for the $10 super chat.
American 1430, RNAV Park runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, wind 17011. American 369, descent down, good evening, runway 18 left on the point. Thank you, American 439, descent down, runway 18 right for land, wind 17011.
No complaint guy says American Flight 2711 about to take off on the other side. Is that going to Indianapolis?
American 1406, Santa Park for you.
I may have missed it already. Yes, it appears that I did.
Then we'll go with 3402. Copy on board 3351. American 369 on Appalachian, runway 18
But just to prove my devotion, there's Flight 2711. It's in the sky and on its way to the circular city of Indianapolis. That's the best I could do. Sorry.
American 1430, Santa Park for you.
Douglas Serrano says I might go to the plaza on Thursday if it's not too hot. Well, what do we have here? We've got Turkish, and it's taken off over here on the west side tonight. This is a Dreamliner. It's a 7879 Dreamliner. Flight 192 going to Istanbul, and we did get news last month that Turkish is going to up the ante. It's going to increase its flight schedule to Dallas-Fort Worth from Istanbul. It currently flies daily, and it's going to increase that by, I think, 3 or 4 flights a week. Can't remember how many, but yeah, we'll get 2 daily Turkish flights on some days of the week, coming up later this year.
On the 3402 RNAV Valerian, runway 18 left. Clear
While we wait for that
Give me takeoff 18 left, RNAV Valerian, envoy 3402.
plane to take off, we're going to watch an American Airlines plane coming in from Phoenix, flight 439.
On the 3351, contact for adios.
Over departure, envoy 3351, adios.
Yankee Romeo Heavy, RNAV Park runway 18 left, clear for takeoff on 1808.
On you 34 takeoff 1, stay on XLB Park, 5 Yankee Romeo.
And the big jet bound for Istanbul is ready for takeoff.
American 439, Whiskey Lima, hold short of runway 18 left, stay with me.
Whiskey Lima, hold short line left with you, American 439.
On the 3402, contact Park, adios.
Park runway 3402 today.
On the 3628, you took back, good evening, Causeway Terminus, runway 18 left, line of way.
Line left, line of way with 3628.
American 439, you east or west tonight?
We are west side.
West side, Roger. On the 3917, traffic hold position Whiskey Kilo Cross, runway 18 left and ground 18 top via second.
Cross 18 left Whiskey Kilo over the ground, envoy 3915.
American 439, taxiway Whiskey Lima Cross, runway 18 left ground 20 top via second.
Cross 18 left on Whiskey Lima, 25
American 679, Alpha Cross, runway 18 left and ground 16 south, stop the bridge up here.
Cross 18 left on Alpha, ground on the other side, Frankie 679.
Circuit 5, Yankee Romeo Heavy, contact Park, good night.
1635, good night, Yankee 5, Yankee Romeo.
Dallas American 1375, 8 mile final, 18 right.
Here comes a Beech 1900C Ameriflight coming in from Lubbock, Texas.
1989.
Yeah, that celebrated its 35th birthday in January.
American 7570, you took Skyward 1807, runway 12 right, clear to land. American 2299, number 1 says runway clear, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 18 right, 2299, we're parking west,
Park west, that ready.
Quake Siren Friend says if my Googling is right, that 7872 Deer cost $74,000 an hour to charter, is an incredibly luxurious inside. Yeah, I think we've had, over the course of the last hour, we've had a few people chime in with that interesting information.
Thank you, American 2224, you took good evening, runway 18 left on the point.
18 left, land point, American 2224.
Jeff Phillips says, is it a little hazy tonight, or is it just me? It seems a little, the air is kind of heavy, I think.
American 2299, high
Is that
speed.
container going in or out? Looks like it's going out. I thought they were loading things in, or maybe they've got to reconfigure things. No, I guess they're taking some cargo out of there. Now, I think this plane is supposed to be departing in the 10 o'clock hour. So it's still got a ways to go.
With runway 23, D7 side, runway 18 left on the way to convert your runway operation. 18 depth on the window for you. Onward 3628, catch that part, adios. Sure. Captain 2844, initial runway 18 right. West 4844, D7 side, wind 1808, runway 18 right, clear land. 18 right, clear land, again 4844.
Well, you know what we should do here? We should probably remind you what you're watching, because I didn't, I missed the top of the hour here, so let's go back. Now that our music is working, we can do this.
American 2299, traffic hold position, Jackery, we go big cross, runway 1 left round 14,
Well, you're watching Runway DFW After Dark. Welcome in. Walt here with you from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas. We are coming to you live and in color, of course, from Founders Plaza, the official plane spotting spot. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. Well, here's our location. There's Texas Girl over there. And we'll be with you, let's see, it's 9:12. At least another hour, maybe 2, who knows? We'll see what happens as we go into the night on Runway DFW After Dark. Raina Taylor says, okay, everyone. Raina is a Quad Jet Channel member. I'm going to bed now. I need to get ready for my horse ride tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone, from this Special Olympics athlete and accomplished equestrian. Yes, it's nice to have somebody in our chat who is accomplished at something. We kind of pretend to do this here. But Raina's got the medals to prove her medal. That was American Flight 1638 coming in from Charleston, 737-800. Got an American Eagle flight going out to Midland, I think. There it is. This is an Embraer 175. American Eagle flight 3323.
American 621 was delayed for conversion runway operations. RNAV Park runway 18 left 6 up. 18 left 6 American 621. American 1399, said Jackery, runway 18 left on the way for conversion runway operations. Alright, line up away, 18 left, American 1399. American 1638, hold short, runway 18 left, Whiskey Lima, stay with me. Hold short, 18 left, Whiskey Lima, with you, American 1638.
Dayton Sorrell says, Walt, you ever come to Memphis International? I haven't, Dayton, and thank you for that $2 super chat. I'm sure Memphis is very interesting with all of its FedEx flights, although I was very surprised to see how many flights FedEx, what a big FedEx operation is installed there at Indianapolis. And speaking of Indianapolis, Uncle Plane Guy says, Walt, you should come to Indianapolis again. You're the first live streamer at IND. Well, I can't say for certain if I am. If you say so, I guess.
American 621, back up park, 621.
Arriving from Brownsville, CRJ 701ER, American Eagle Flight 4844.
Cross 20 left at Whiskey Lima Brown, or Alpha Route, 16 on the bridge, American 638.
I did mean to, we're kind of giving short shrift to our tri-jet planes tonight. We've got at least two over there. Here's one of them. It's being loaded up. One of them will be going out later to Louisville. The other, or another, will be going to Chicago Rockford. Confused Donut says hello. How are you doing? Everything's good here, Confused Donut.
American 1399, RNAV, Laren, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff.
Uncle Plane Guy says, Walt, you did a good job at Indianapolis. Well, thank you, Uncle Plane Guy. I was really surprised to see that one of our broadcasts, I think the last I looked, it had like 20,000 views. The others, not so much. But so one of them caught fire somehow in the YouTube universe.
3733, exit the Alpha 5 high speed, then Bravo hold short on runway 18 right, stay with me.
You know, it was suggested that at Indianapolis, maybe I should have done an overnight show to see all the FedEx cargo action. And the problem was I didn't bring all of my nighttime gear, so I wouldn't have been able to seal the deal on that one. At least not that trip. So maybe we'll go back to Indianapolis once again. One never knows. I was there for a reunion of my college radio station, from which I graduated, dare I say, 49 years ago this year. And you might say, Walt, was radio even invented 49 years ago? American Flight 2914 is off to Fresno. That's a 737-800. And up above, coming in on runway 18 right, is an E-Jet. This is coming in from Harlingen, Texas. Flight 3816, American Eagle.
Takeoff, warning, left from intersection Yankee, RNAV, depart flight 2936.
3733, traffic on mile, final going to hold short intersection, traffic rolling.
Landis McGowie said, Walt, really enjoyed meeting your former roommate with his own building even. Yes, my former roommate has done very well for himself, and he was, his generosity is behind the name of a building on the campus, an arts building on the campus of Butler University, our alma mater. And that's really, you know, you really don't even know what to think when you drive. He drove me over there to give me a kind of a walking tour of the campus, Howard did. And so he pulls his car up, and there we are at the Howard Schrott Fine Arts Center. That plane's going to Palm Springs. This plane coming in is from Midland in Texas. It's a flight 1803, 737-800. So anyway, I think I told this story when Howard was with us. We pulled up in front of his building. He wanted to show me his building. And it was a Saturday afternoon. And so we walk up to the door, and it was locked. I said, Howard, don't you have a key to your own building? But no, he didn't. I think if I had a building, I would insist on having a key. So maybe next time I'll get a chance to peek inside, but it's an impressive edifice from the outside, and where students get to practice their craft, whether it's music or dance or drama.
14.8, correction 14.08, DFW Tower, runway 18 right clear to land and wind 1708.
So once again, this plane is off to San Luis Potosi, I think.
I got two guys checking in at the same time, back at 14.08, DFW Tower, runway 18 right clear to land, wind 1708.
And this aircraft coming in from Miami International Airport in Florida. An Airbus A321 flight 2524.
American 2709, RNAV, Larry, runway 18 left, clear takeoff, wind 1708.
RNAV, Larry, clear takeoff, 18 left, American 2709.
Well, looky there, they've closed up the 747. A $1 super sticker from Network. Thank you, Network.
American 2524, Echo 6 high speed traffic on Mount Mama.
Echo 6,
Douglas Serrano wants to know, does American Airlines still fly seasonally to DAB, which of course is Daytona Beach? You know, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. That I had to look up that airport code because for some reason it didn't look familiar to me. So I guess I haven't seen any flights going there. But of course, I have to remind everybody that I'm not here 24 hours a day.
American 2709, contact for Good night, American 2709.
American Eagle flight going out to Amarillo. It's a CRJ 701ER. And now arriving is flight 2322 from Tampa, Florida. It's a 737-800. We would like to give a shout out and a tip of the cap to Robert Smith, who is not only a channel moderator, but also a member, celebrating 6 months of membership. Welcome back, Walt. Hope you had a good time at Indianapolis. I really did. And thank you for your loyalty to Runway DFW. It means a lot. Randy Bucksbaum, channel member, says the Palm Springs flight, I take that all the time. There's nothing like coming home to Palm Springs. Roll off the plane in paradise 300 days a year. Okay, so there's 65 days when it's not a paradise. I guess that's cup half full talk there.
Good job, West 9896, visual one here. American 2859, RNAV Park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, and wind 1809.
From the Big Easy of New Orleans, flight 1408, 737-800. Chad Hart with a $5 super chat. Dallas Love Field is a cool airport. I've never seen an Indianapolis show by any of the other airplane spotters before. Oh, we got an audience here. Hello. Wave to the camera. Turn around. There you go. The Runway DFW studio audience, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Plane Guy says, Walt, this 747-8 is 2 years old, delivered in April of 2022. And there it goes, pulling out, as we get a super sticker of $10 from Raina Taylor. Thank you, Raina.
And Envoy 3896, you should slow land runway 18 right, except full short taxiway for hours for me. All right, we'll hold short drive up to 3896. Thank you, American 1784, D6 Tower, runway 13 right, clear land, wind 1709.
So Queenie is pushing back.
American 2394, D6 Tower, runway 18 left, on the way to February 2. 1 in left, on that way, American 2394. American 1490, can you stick us south on the Echo? And that's the secret of the feature, that's the American
Maddie Gigi says that's awesome. Hello, friends. Hello to you.
American 2394, no delay for conversion runway operations. RNAV departure runway 18 left, 84 takeoff.
And A-list Flyer Chris with a hockey commentary. Ooh, 5-on-3 power play for the Stars. Yeah, I guess the Stars, the Dallas Stars, were victorious in round one. I think it was round one of the Stanley Cup against the defending Stanley Cup champions. And I have no idea who they're playing tonight, but I'm sure my son does. Look at that, it says Queen of the Skies, right? I don't know if you can see it there. It does say Queen of the Skies painted on the side. I've never seen that before. I can't read the rest of it, though, with my little monitor here. That is cool. This flight 565 is going to Louisville. And once again, this is just a 2-year-old 7478. Obviously, one of the final. I think that says celebrating the Queen of the Skies.
American 2406, give 7 star, runway 13 right clear to land and wind 1807. Onward 33, 96, give 7 star, runway 18.
Emery, you're just with a $2 super chat. Looks like it's smiling there, doesn't it? Is she going to the World Port in Louisville? Yes, that is our information. Thank you for that super chat. Emery, Mark Feminau, awesome 747 love. JB Airliner 320 says, is it misting or just foggy? It's just way humid, I think. And Pike Siren Friend says, that's nice of them to label it. I concur.
American 2744, cross on the left off the ground, 0.6,000, top of the bridge, open
And some more sports for you. Need our sports music, don't I?
I had a couple check-in with North American 2736,
Let's see here. Yes, here's the sports report from Runway DFW, north of the Red River, says that column guy. We've got 38 for the Thunder, 36 for the Mavs. Wow. That's our sports report. In a side note, Uncle Plain Guy says, Walter was racing this weekend at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Saturday is the IndyCar Sansio Grand Prix. It used to be that the Indy, back in the day, when I was there in the 70s, the only race, I think they only had that one race, the Indianapolis 500 race, every year. And that was it. The rest of the time, the whole place was idle.
Runway 13 right clear, 13 right clear. Sorry, that's 1968 visual warning right. United 1968, you said sky runway 18 right clear, 2 to land.
Leslie Morgan says they painted that on there just for us, that Queen of the Skies sticker. Glenn Killian says the Stars are playing Colorado. Okay. Free to bed. More sports. The Cavs lost big in Boston tonight. Ah, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Beve, getting away from sports talk for a second. She's so pretty, Beve says. Marco Celli or Celli, I'm never sure which. I'll say Celli. Good evening, Walt. Hello there. Gatorback says 777 over International Parkway moments earlier. Did I miss me a 777? Or maybe it's on its way in. I don't know. Cut away briefly for the arrival of this plane coming in from... Where's that coming from? Someplace in Florida. Fort Myers? RSW. Fort Myers it is. An Airbus A321 American Flight 2736. Okay, we've got the Queen on the move.
And then who just checked in? American 163, Vision 1 here. American 163, D7 side, runway 18 right, clear to land and wind 180. Clearly on 18 right, American 163.
I was all framed up to see this plane enter this shot, and it stopped. Now it's moving.
Thank you, American 2833, no delay for me, cross 28 left at Alpha, ground point 65, cover the bridge, you can ask. Okay, no delay, cross 28 left at Alpha, ground point 65, bridge, American 2833. Thank you, American 1734, Alpha, cross 28 left at Alpha, 65, top bridge, you can ask.
The unmistakable silhouette of a 747.
American 163, circular, land runway 20 right, except hold short taxi, Bravo, for crossing traffic, wind 1808.
Hold short of Bravo, American 163.
I appreciate it, American. That's 1392, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, 13 land, hold short taxi, Bravo, for crossing traffic. Runway 1 right, hold short Bravo, yes, sir. Just these shots, terminus alpha, and I got another one on a different frequency, 1322 and 1392 on the different frequencies. That's pretty good. United 2005, RNAV, P-Park runway 18 left, take 4 takeoff. RNAV, P-Park clear with takeoff, 18 left, United 2005. American 1659, good evening, runway 18 left, line up away, your number next to station, United rolling. 18 left, line up away, American 1659. American 1522, taxi, be Alpha, hold short, runway 18 right, stay with me. American 1322.
We do have queuing up for takeoff an American Airlines 777 to Los Angeles. It is now second or third in line to take off, so we'll get a glimpse of that before it goes out, or as it goes out.
American 1659 on that land, runway 18 left, 34 takeoff with 1807.
On that land, 18 left, clear to take off, American 1659.
Thank you. The American 2406 traffic. Short bomber in the hold short, we sector cross, only 18 right, hold short, only 1 left at Alpha. United 1968 taxi, Echo, Whiskey, Mike, hold short, only 18 left, stay with me.
Echo, Whiskey, Mike, 18 left,
Skywest 3214, different side, runway 18 left, on the way, good evening.
Free to bet says anyone in the Dallas area with Mavs or Stars tickets and wants to invite me next week, I won't say no, LOL. Look, you can see the big jet behind us. Or in front of us, I should say.
Southwest 3214, North LA, for me, RNAV Park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, wind 180
Clear takeoff, 18 left, RNAV Park, Southwest 3214.
American 2318 Heavy. Are you number one there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. American 2318 Heavy, descend sky, runway 18 left, line up and wait for crossing traffic.
Line up and wait. 18 left, American 2318 Heavy.
Thank you, American 163. Whiskey Lima, hold short, runway 18 left, stay within.
There is the American Airlines 777 on its way to Los Angeles. 777-200ER.
No need for that call.
Dating back to the year 2000. In fact, it celebrated its 24th birthday last month.
American 1659, contact Park, W.
Good night, American 1659.
We're going to go ahead and roll you there, American 2318 Heavy, RNAV, or Christian RNAV, Valerian, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV, Valerian, we're clear for takeoff. This is American 2318 Heavy, registered.
Yes, sir. American 1371, we'll get you going here in just a second. I know you called me earlier, just that with the sequence and everything that's going on, I had to push you back a couple there.
No worries, it happens.
I appreciate it. American 1371, runway 18 left, line up and wait, pathway, turbulence traffic, full cross downfield.
Alright, runway 18 left, American 1371.
Southwest 3214.
Meanwhile, you can hear the engines of the 747 in the foreground.
American 1392, parking east or west tonight?
East side.
All right, American 1392, Whiskey Lima, hold short, runway 18 left, it won't be long.
All right, sir, 18 left to Whiskey Lima, 13.
Well,
American 163, traffic hold the position, Whiskey Lima cross, runway 18 left, Alpha route, ground point 65 on top of the bridge, give way to the traffic, exiting the runway.
Clear cross, 18 left, American 163.
Thank you, American 1392, cross, runway 18 left at Whiskey Lima, Alpha route, ground point 65 on top of the bridge, have a good night.
there's a 777 back there somewhere.
United 1968, traffic from the left, going to give way to you, cross, 18 left there, Whiskey Mike, Alpha route, ground point 65 on top of the bridge.
All right, cross 20 left, Whiskey Mike, Alpha route, point 6 off the bridge,
Thank you, American 2318, Heavy, contact Park, W.
23, yeah, good evening.
Thank you, American 2406, cross, runway 18 left at Alpha, ground point 65 on top of the bridge, have a good night.
Randy Sandhoffner says hello, everyone, and hello to
Thank you,
you.
American 1322,
Randy.
cross, 18 left at Alpha, ground point 65
Network.
on top of the bridge, have a good night.
Gorgeous plane. I don't know which plane you referred to, but
Thank you, am I missing anybody?
of course the 747 has to be right up there, I would think.
UPS 65 Heavy, Whiskey Fox, 30 cross, runway 18 right, full short, runway 18 left.
Whiskey Fox, cross 20 right, full short, 18 left, UPS 765.
And once again, this is going to Louisville, the world port for UPS.
American 1371, Copper, 737 departure, RNAV Park, runway 18 left, 340.
So this is the true Queen of the Skies. I mean, this one says it right on it. So
American 1563, Detroit Packer, evening, runway
are
18
all
left,
the
on
others
way.
pretenders?
Play left line, play American 1563.
With 3548, full short, runway 18 left, dash, Golf 8.
Full short, 18 left, Golf 8, on point 3548, thanks.
So this one's had to hold short a bit for to wait for its place to take off.
Cross 18 right, hold short, 18 left on Alpha, American 668.
Stop sign to the right, and that's where that
Just for planning purposes, are we behind heading?
American 1363, RNAV Valerian, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff, and 1706.
RNAV Valerian, 18 left, for takeoff, American 1563.
UPS 765 Heavy, runway 18 left, on the way, traffic normal.
Mind number 18 left, UPS 765.
Mark Pell says, Walt, UPS will depart full length, 18 left. Stay with it. This will probably be our rocket takeoff. Well, yeah, they were removing cargo just before they sealed it up. So maybe it's pretty light.
And Scout 30, 61 minutes, put one between you and the heavy.
Now we should be ready.
Okay, sounds good. UPS 65 heavy, RNAV park.
Let's see what happens.
RNAV park, 18 left, clear for takeoff, UPS 75.
American 1563, contact park, adios.
Nice.
Skyway 276, target evening, runway 18 left, line up away, taxiway service, traffic will cross downfield.
18 left, line 40, Skyway 227.
Envoy minus 335, traffic hold position, taxiway Yankee Cross, runway 18 left, hold short of runway 18 right.
Hey Yankee, cross 18 left, so short 18 right, envoy maintenance 335.
Just like British. British comes in and leaves. Come out, we take pictures.
Envoy 3548, traffic hold position, Golf 8 cross, runway 18 left and ground, 18 top your second end.
Cross 18 left and Golf 8 ground, 18 top the other side. You have one from that on with 3548.
Thank you. American Local 668, taxiway Alpha Cross, runway 18 left ground, 0.6 south, top bridge connect.
Cross 18 left, 0.65 on top of the Alpha Bridge, American Local 668.
Well, I want to say that was a fairly leisurely, but no less satisfying takeoff for this aircraft. One of the last 747s to roll off the assembly line up there in Washington State. On its way to Louisville. John M. says, got a good view of the 747 body gear steering there. Steve Lundaby, channel member, says, great way to end the day, 747 Queen. That's always a good day, but stick around. We should be able to provide you with some additional content here, including some tri-jet action. Everybody loves the tri-jet. Arriving from Chattanooga, flight 3519 American Eagle at Embraer 175 E-Jet.
American 1828 RNAV Laren, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff with 1807.
RNAV Laren, clear for takeoff.
The two tri-jets we have in our sight. We'll take a look at those now.
2519, you going to Bravo or Delta?
Both of them have cargo doors open. One's a little overexposed.
Left turn north on Echo. You want us to go with me, Gillen?
No, just north on Echo.
So you can see the cargo door open on that one. And then over to its left. Another one being loaded up.
American Local 9780 Heavy, taxiway Yankee Cross, runway 18 left, cross runway 18 right, Charlie to the ramp, you connect.
Okay, cross 18 left and 18 right, Charlie to the ramp, American 9780 Heavy. Tower Envoy 3519, we got spot 116.
Sebastian Moya says, can you see Air Canada? I'll look for it. I haven't seen it yet, Sebastian. Josh Aldrich says, bedtime for me. Have a great night and enjoy the rest of the show. Josh, thanks so much for adding your fine moderation skills here and also for being a member of Runway DFW. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. So, Air Canada, Air Canada, Air Canada.
Whiskey, Juliet Cross, runway 18 left, ground 20, South Bay, side connect.
Alright, we're keeping it moving across and 18 left at Whiskey Juliet.
I'm not seeing it right now, although I am seeing, remember that Iberia flight that came in earlier? Well, it's pulled back from Terminal D and it's on its way back to Madrid. So we hope to see that taking off in the not too distant future. Get a sip of water here.
American 1905, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, RNAV B park.
18 left, clear for takeoff, RNAV B park, American 1905.
American 878, DFW Airport, good evening, runway 18 left, line of 4.
18 left, line of 48, American 878.
There goes a baby bus off to Cedar Rapids. That was. That calling guy says, and we're, well, looks like the Thunder is taking over there. 62 to 53 at the half. Let's go Mavericks. Unless, of course, you're a fan of the Thunder, the Oklahoma City Thunder. We don't play any favorites here. I would guess that Josh Aldrich is probably a fan of the Thunder. What do we got there? We got American Flight 878 off to Querétaro in Mexico. That's it there. A 737-800.
RNAV Park, clear takeoff 18 left, American 1859.
American 1159, descend side, runway 18 left, on the void.
18 left, on a void, American 1159.
American 878, contact Park,
I would like to tip my Runway DFW official cap to Kai, who's celebrating 9 months of membership. My parents are in the Fort Worth area until tomorrow. I would have made time to stop by and say hello if I was there too. Well, Kai, thank you so much for being such a loyal member of the channel. And you know what? We do have now our first of what we hope to be 2 MD-11s getting ready to pull back. Here is the distinctive tail. This is flight 767. No, it's not a 767. It's a MD-11. Going to the Louisville home base of UPS.
American 2628, RNAV Pete Park, 1992.
So we go back to the 20th century for this aircraft. And it celebrates its 32nd birthday this month, so happy birthday to this classic aircraft. And I guess while we're playing music, we might as well do this. Well, it's time to wish everybody a happy birthday. Who's got a birthday today or this week or this month? Including this aircraft. So happy birthday to us from Runway DFW. Our birthday salute. Crisscross Applesauce says, hi Walt, glad to see you back again. It's been quite a while since Indy. Yes, it's been a week and a day. But I did have other important matters to attend to in the interim, so I do, once again, I apologize to our regular viewers and to our, especially to our members for not having been here for that long, but hope you understand, and we hope to get back to more of a regular schedule. Well, this one, oh, here it goes. Now it's on the move. Huh?
Anything 18 left, line up the way to American 2855.
Okay.
With 3493, if you're going to the Bravo terminal, taxi north on Echo, then let me know it's fine.
Roger, north on Echo, approximately 106 on board 3493.
With 3493, Whiskey Juliet, hold short of runway 18 left, get you a close for parking.
Roger, Whiskey Juliet, hold short runway left on board 3493, thanks for looking out.
Yes, sir, Mexico 21, taxi.
Mark Pell says, anybody remember guessing how many jelly beans are in the jar? How about how many individual light fixtures are on the airfield at DFW? I bet somebody's got that number in a database somewhere.
2747 is a visual 18 right.
American 2747,
So Leslie Morgan with the birthday cake. Did I see Allie French here having a birthday?
American 2747.
American 2855, RNAV Laren, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff with 1806.
RNAV Laren, 18 left, clear for takeoff. American 2855.
American 2199er, transat departure, adios.
Departure, American 2199.
Oh, there it is, Allie French. LOL, it's my birthday in 2 days' time, so Allie, happy birthday to you from Runway DFW, and I would say from all of our viewers. It does look very hazy there, doesn't it, with those lights? MD11 pushback, Douglas says. And Mark Feminow says, MD cheers.
For 3493, Whiskey Juliet, cross, runway 1 left, ground 185, here, second end.
Roger, cross 18 left at Whiskey Juliet, go to ground on the other side. I'm with 3493 after next.
American 2855, contact departure,
Departure, American 2855, tonight.
Heather B. Wow, another long-term membership, 11 months. Hi, Walt. Will you be here for Qantas Flight 8 departure? As long as it's relatively on schedule, I should still be here. Yes. I do appear to have to plug in a backup power supply here, so hold on. Don't wish to run out of power.
American 2773, Deep Secretary, good evening. The Airbus is rolling, runway 18 left on point.
Line right, runway 18 left, American 2773.
Yes, 1516, Echo 4, Echo 6, your choice, taxi via Echo Alpha, hold short of runway 18 left, stay with me.
Alright, Echo and Alpha and hold short of 18 left with you. Delta 1550.
American 2742. I do have one that's turning base behind you now, but he's way back there for you.
Looking right and clear for you, American 2747, no worries.
And no, he's like 8-10 miles behind you, so I just want to make sure you can hear me with it.
Okay.
And Ali French says, thank you, Walt. Hopefully I shall spend my birthday with my two senior aviation brothers, Josh and Gerard, and my one senior aviation sister, Beve, on an aviation live stream. Well, who knows, maybe we'll be on the air.
Runway 18 left, line up away, line boy 3655.
Frontier Flight 3977, contact depart, adios.
Departure, Frontier Flight 3977, adios.
And we say hi to Gomers. Hello, Gomers. Look at this, Wellington Flights Live, another 1 year. Well, we've got so many 1 year memberships. Hi, Walt. Sydney was such a great place to spot. Yes, if you've been keeping track of our friend Kevin at Wellington Flights Live, he's been on the move. And I have to say, because of my personal situation the last few days, I didn't get to see too much of it, but I did get to see that you had some great spotting, and you were, you even had a behind the scenes stream going, so that was pretty cool. And if you haven't, I heartily endorse our friend Kevin at Wellington Flights Live. He does a tremendous job. He's very personable, and it's a show that must be seen. This one's headed out. It's not wasting any time, is it? It's trucking.
Runway 18 left, this is takeoff, RNAV Blair and Runway 3655.
So again, this MD-11 is on its way to Louisville, flight 767.
Good evening. Taxi Whiskey Foxtrot Cross, runway 18 right, hold short of runway 18 left.
18 right, hold short, 18 left, Whiskey Fox, yeah, 767.
Just before 10 o'clock here in the central time zone of the USA. If you're just joining us, you're watching Runway DFW, live from Dallas Fort Worth International Airport, the third busiest airport in the whole wide world.
DPS 767 Heavy, DFW runway 18 left, line up and wait for crossing traffic.
Line up and wait, 18 left, DPS 767 Heavy.
American 2747 Alpha, cross 18 left, ground point 65 on top of the bridge, okay?
Okay, cross 18 left and Alpha 65 on top of the bridge, American 2747.
This aircraft appears to have no competition as far as departure goes. So we'll see what kind of a rocket takeoff this one has.
Stevie Tower, American 1504, visual, 18 right.
American 1504, DFW, good evening, wind 1709, runway 18 right, clear to land.
American 1504, clear to land, over 18 right, we're east side, Parker.
East side, right to that. Charlie Craft departure is Charlie, not turn off 761, wind 1709. UPS 767 Heavy, RNAV B Park, runway 18 left, clear before takeoff.
Posing for pictures before takeoff. We should be seeing Dallas in the background, but I think it's a little too hazy tonight for that. That's what we like to see.
Frontier 767 Heavy, contact departure. Good night, adios.
What's the departure? Good night, sir.
Mark Pell with his stopwatch out says 24-second rotation. That is takeoff power, folks. And takeoff power, which we will soon regrettably have to say farewell to, as UPS and both UPS and FedEx continue their retirement of their remaining MD-11s.
3763 cross, from 1 left at taxiway, Golf 8, ground 28, south near the second end.
Cross 1 left at Golf 8, envoy 3760.
Brady Freeman says, love seeing you back in Dallas. Well, thank you. And Quagsire and friend says 3. 3 is the superior number of engines.
The other side has got a departure time. We've got to get out of here, so it's late for that.
American 1525.
Well, you know, I keep meaning to do, you know, I really don't have very many of the little emoji that I probably should have. Got to work on that, but yeah. But I've been planning on doing one that says 3 is greater than 2. And 4 is greater than 3. It's just math, folks.
DFW Tower, Micah 2438, coming up on
Jinby says, oh cool, love the intersection of the plane spotting community. I found out about Wellington Flights Live from the Only Planes Network raid. Yeah, and I got a few viewers last year at one point, I think.
DFW Tower, runway 3607,
What channel was that? It was another Australian channel. Sid Squad. Yeah, Sid Squad sent their viewers over here at one point last year when they ended a stream, and that was got a lot of new viewers from that, or at least people who could sample our fare. It's very brilliantly lit where we are standing compared to the rest of the airport, which is in total darkness. And the only way you can see these planes, by the way, this one is American Flight 1525 to El Paso, Texas, a 737-800. The only way you can see these planes is through these miraculous cameras that we have, which were funded by our great channel sponsor, James Webb. Leslie Morgan, off to Dreamland. Happy contrails, everyone. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being a member of the channel. Dustin Jackson says, 4 it is. Another channel member, of course referring to the optimal number of engines that an aircraft should have. I guess the B-52 might have something to say about that. Wellington Flights Live, Kevin says, Sid Squad are awesome. They gave up their time to welcome us and happy for us to stream. 4 different streamers in the same location getting along and supporting each other was wonderful. Yeah, I did see all you guys in the behind-the-scenes shots, and that is pretty cool. Yes, and if you haven't checked out Sid Squad, that is another channel to subscribe to and to keep your eye on, because they do some great work there from Sydney and other airports in Australia. Our second MD-11 is now lit up on the radar.
W91, looking for 18. Okay, so I don't want to be channel 178, put one on there. 1918. The original 4 cross 21 left over the bridge.
There it is. It's about to push back. It's going to Rockford, Chicago, or Chicago Rockford International Airport. Channel member Dustin Jackson with a $5 super chat. The lighting is spectacular, says he. Thank you for that, Dustin. See all the ground workers there. Crisscross Applesauce says, you know what? This plane spotting reminds me of the fact that today happens to mark one more year to go before the Real ID law finally goes into effect. You know, being federally compliant to fly. Yes. Some states, I think including Oklahoma, have been very slow to get on board the Real ID train. Real ID is a type of more secure identification card. Generally speaking, driver licenses, but if you don't drive, it's just an ID card. And but that deadline has been pushed back any number of times. I'm aware of it's being pushed back at least twice, maybe more.
RNAV to B Park, I'm on 1 left, quick pickup.
RNAV to B Park, 1 left, quick pickup on board 3362.
Data, Tango Cross, runway 18 right, thanks for the ride.
Mike Stellick says hello, everyone, from La Crosse, Wisconsin. Happy to see you with us. Douglas Serrano abandoning us to watch the Stars game. Good night, y'all, and I will see you all in the next one. Well, all I can say is go Stars. Richard Carlisle up there in Indiana says, love the UPS MD-11. And we are happy to be able to bring it to you for as long as we are able. But of course, as you know, this plane's going away. It has a short lifespan. Rick Laughlin with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Rick. Oh, yeah. Well, in addition to this aircraft, which we kind of got only a silhouette view of, it's another UPS pushback here. This one, a 767. And it is going to Louisville.
Cross 108 left over the bridge, over the ground, 5438.
Runway 3316, California.
Going to departure, runway 3363.
Mike Stellick says this is a nice channel. Thank you, Mike. That means a lot. It's a nice channel because we got nice people watching it. Mac Rush fan says if only it were an L1011. Yeah, you got to be pretty lucky to see an L1011 these days. I think there's only one flying example left, I think. Or maybe that one's been retired. I don't know. Uncle Plane Guy says the Runway DFW singers need to tell us the year of that MD-11. You know, I think you're right about that. Now, of course, if it's one of the few MD-11s that is from the 20th century, we won't have a jingle for it. But this one will indeed be jingled because it was built in the year
1991.
So it'll be 33 years old this November. But of course that is if it's still in the fleet by then. I hate to think of it not being in the fleet, but there's the 767. Nathan H. asks, Walt's their favorite plane for you, one that you get excited to see. You know, I have to say that I get excited every time I see a 747. That's my #1 plane to see on a regular basis. Now, of course, when you get one of the Antonov cargo planes occasionally in here, that is super to see. I think Kevin at Airline Videos Live had a chance to see that the other day.
Have a good night, 1234.
Dustin Jackson with a very welcome $20 super chat. UPS or FedEx livery? Really love them both. No UPS here at CVG. Thank you for that, Dustin. Lots of whining engines at the moment. Walt, we need a jingle for the 767, which was built in 1995. Did I miss that? But Uncle Plane Guy is right.
$1995.
Well, there you go. Thank you for that reminder, Uncle Plane Guy. That focus looks a little soft there, doesn't it? Kind of hard to focus in pitch black darkness. Tri-jet on the move. What a nice night it is out here. Little wind, but very pleasant indeed. Thanks again for that $20 super chat, Dustin Jackson. And there with the hazy west tower in the background.
We're ready. UPS 793 heavy.
I forgot which camera I had. I was resetting a camera when I should have been letting it sit there, shouldn't I? Well, well.
Crossway left, to ground runway 3270.
Cross runway 18 right, full to the runway 1 left and about this.
I'd like to thank Matt Brown for gifting a Runway DFW membership. So we'll see who takes advantage of that. Well, I guess that will be Nathan H. So welcome to our new member, Nathan, and thank you, Matt, for that nice gift of a membership.
American 1434 is ready.
UPS 793 heavy, RNF to B park runway 1 left, let's take it.
RNAV, hard clear, takeoff 1 left, UPS 793 heavy.
So there is UPS Flight 793 Heavy on its way to Louisville. With our second MD-11 departure bringing up the rear. And Dustin Jackson celebrating 12 months of Runway DFW membership. Another year. We must have had a lot of new members joining 1 year ago. I can't even begin to count how many have celebrated a year membership tonight.
UPS 753 heavy, RNF to B park runway 1 left, let's take it.
Well, that's forward here, runway 1 left, takeoff UPS 753 heavy.
So there goes the 767. We do not want to miss the MD-11, however.
Switch departure, UPS 793 heavy.
And Mark says he has a stopwatch ready for the MD-11 takeoff. 25-second rotation is the time to beat.
UPS 753, you're cleared for takeoff. Runway 1 left,
Takeoff runway 1 left, yes sir.
Let's see what happens.
runway 18 left, American 1434.
Just up for the tree,
He gone, says Dustin Jackson. Mary Crazy Frog 1776. Channel member says, I'm from Kevin and Rudy's channel, AVL. Well, we welcome you. We are, I like to say that I'm a friend of Kevin and Rudy.
Takeoff, American 1434.
So, Mark Pell, have you calculated the number that we are looking for there? As we watch American Flight 1434 headed off to Vancouver, 737-800. Qantas flight going out to Sydney, unless I'm mistaken.
Cross went left, went right.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to double check on that in a moment.
American 2460, ready to go.
Good night.
Hey, Mark Pell says, we have a winner, 23 seconds. Somebody owes somebody a drink in Louisville tonight. So let me check on the status of what we've got left for you this evening, if indeed there is anything, as far as departures go. Seeing I am not seeing the Qantas flight leaving tonight. So I think that may be our last, we may have seen our last heavy jet of the night. There is a DHL 767 off to Cincinnati. But it's not going to be lifting off for about another half hour. So I think we may just call it quits here at Runway DFW for this After Dark special. Carla Longerbeam says, I'm going to bed now. Thank you, Walt, for another great stream. Thank you and much appreciation for our fantastic mods. Hope everyone has a wonderful night and the rest of your week until Walt's next stream. Uncle Plane Guy says, wow, Walt, there's an A300 at Indianapolis arriving from Cleveland, built in 2007. I didn't know A300s were built into that far into the 21st century. Well, you learn something new every day. Cam7879 says Qantas is pushing back now. Okay, did I miss that? I'm going to take another look, because I didn't see it on the, oh, there it is, Flight 8, going to Sydney. So we'll hang out for that. Always a highlight to see the Spirit of Australia. There it is. With our digitally zoomed in look at it. It's a 7879.
Cross 18 left, cross 18 right, Charlie 50 ramp, local 3, Delta
About to embark on a very long trans-Pacific journey.
Tower 2403, visual 18 left.
Gordon Freeman says, "Hi Walt, glad to see you back home again. I missed those MD-11s at the UPS terminal there. Great job, as always. Thank you." Joey Chan, channel member, says, "Good evening, Walt." Hello to you, Joey. And he greets the mods as well. So I think I only see 2 UPS planes remaining at the depot here in Dallas-Fort Worth. We got our money's worth tonight, I think. This is a relatively new plane, just 3 years old. 4 years in September. 7879 Dreamliner. Qantas also flying between here and Melbourne on, I think, 3 days a week. And as you may know, American Airlines is going to launch flights to Brisbane this fall, I believe it is. See a flight coming in from the ATL there in the foreground. It's an Airbus A321, American Flight 2403. So unlike the British Airways A380 Speedbird, which kind of has been cheating us recently by not coming all the way up here to the end, the north end of runway 18 left for takeoff. The Qantas Streamliner is favoring us. The Flying Roo. There's an American Airlines A319 off to Monterrey, Monterrey, Mexico, on a late night flight. Gordon loves the Little Roo. Mike Stellick wants to know, what time is it at Dallas-Fort Worth? Well, we have this handy clock over there in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Now, if you're watching on a phone, it might be a little small to see, but it is 10:31 p.m. Central Time. So that is our official time. So we've been hanging out here for 3 hours, and I think this will be our final flight of the night. Gavin Hamilton says DFW to Sydney. Enough time to listen to all of Kylie Minogue's studio albums, start to finish. Twice! Yeah, speaking of clock, I've always, from the very start of the channel, I've always wanted a clock on the screen at all times, just for a point of reference. So if there's something you want to go back to and see, you can just make a note of the clock time. In the broadcasting business, we like to call it time code. That's not officially time code, what you see there, but it's kind of like it. Posing nicely, Dustin says. Well, you gotta get everybody settled in for this big trip.
Down forward tower, right, 1494 on the beach, shore 180 right. 1494, Carolina 18 right, American 1494. What about it?
Safe travels down under. As we get ready for our travels to the home base.
And we're going to build for 16.
Pittsburgh Don 77, channel member and moderator, says, Walt, did you get the email of my picture wearing the official Runway DFW shirt? Yes, I did. I've had a really unusual couple of weeks, or week or so. Well, a couple of weeks, really. And so I'm kind of off my game as far as getting all those ducks in a row, but I will try to catch up with all that stuff for an upcoming broadcast. But I want to thank you so much for your purchase of that shirt and for modeling it. One final thing to show you here, the the much beloved ketchup and mustard DHL livery. This is 767, operated by ABX Air. It's going to Cincinnati. The 767 300 ER.
1994.
Yeah, NIT 2 is a 20th century airplane. Mark Pell says, Walt, God bless you, and thanks to you and everyone for a great time tonight. Goodbye, or good night, and happy contrails. Thank you, Mark, for your chiming in with the stopwatch and stuff. And there's Ross again. Channel member says, thanks, Walt. Another fun Runway DFW After Dark for the books. Take care. Yeah, I think I need to go. This plane is likely to take off over on the east side, so it's just kind of pausing to go over there. So we got a shot. Don says, no problem, Walt. Very comfy. Well, I'm glad you like your T-shirt. We'll get that picture on. I've got a lot of catching up to do. So anyway, let us swing over here, do some of this. Wow, I didn't even do that. You've been watching Runway DFW After Dark with me, Walt, accompanied over here by Texas Girl. She's been here the whole time. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our mods, of course. Let's put this up here, shall we? Thank you to our channel sponsor, James Webb, who chimed in with a very nice, big, fat contribution tonight, in addition to his regular sponsorship. Thank you, James. Thank you also to Airline Videos Live and Kevin for his supplying us with power. Battery power. Thank you, Kevin. Hope to see you soon, either here or in LA. And also to the Runway DFW Moderation Federation for your great work at making this a very nice place for people to hang out and watch planes go by. Can't thank you enough. So that out of the way. Let's see, what else do I have to say? We'll be back later this week sometime. I don't have the exact time coordinates or day yet, so bear with us. And don't forget, after this little musical interlude and exit, we will be bringing you Chatstravaganza. So stay tuned for that.
For overseas acts and promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.
What happened to our music? I thought it lasted longer than that. I'm really out of practice here. Yes, it's time for Chat Extravaganza, exclusively here on Runway DFW. Now, what this means is that we're going to turn on our behind-the-scenes camera here, and you, the Runway DFW viewer, can watch us packing everything up, or mostly everything up, until we have to pull the plug on the rest of everything. So hang out with us for a while if you want to. You can chat with each other, you can have a laugh or sing a song, and we'll be back soon on Runway DFW. But for the next, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes, it's time to chat. So let me cue up our exclusive music, and here we go on Chat Extravaganza on Runway DFW.
Where the hits just keep on coming. Come along, it's a blast. signals all the time.
All 3466, RNAV to B Park, runway 18 left, left signal.
RNAV B Park, 1 left, left signal, 2198, John, runway 1 left, on the way to 2198, all the way there, left signal. Departure, runway 3569.
Control 73, kind of close.
Roger, my control 73.
Cross 18 left over the bridge, contact ground at the 568.
The hits just keep coming. This is the bright blend of easy rock.
The best of the old and new. The brightest blend of music all in one place.
This is your announcer speaking. We're about to pack things up for the evening here at Runway DFW After Dark on the chat extravaganza. Thanks for hanging around and mingling with one another. We'll be back later this week, sometime at a time to be determined. So keep those notification bells clicked. And I hope we've given you enough reason tonight, if you haven't at least liked our channel, that maybe you'd favor us with a little click there on the like button. And if you want to go whole hog, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that very much. And it was so good to be back with you all. Thanks again to our mods and our members and our subscribers and our viewers. And we'll see you all next time on Runway DFW, either after dark or maybe in the daytime. And Johnny Dodge seems to think I'm going to stop. And, wait a minute, where did he say? Oh, time for Walt's Whataburger stop. Biscuits and gravy time. No, I can go right home tonight. While you disco. Thank you, Luke, the random spotter. Farewell from Yuma. It was great to see your content that you posted. Everybody check out the Random Spotter channel. Worldwide Pilot 101 says Piedmont's about to land and he's ending it. I don't know what that means, but my cameras that can focus on airplanes have all been packed away, so that's going to be it. Network says, we loved your channel. Thank you. I hope that's not in the past tense. We'll be back. Beve says, good night from Vancouver. I do see the Piedmont plane landing. It's right over there. The Piedmont livery. Can you see it? It's, there it is. There it is. It's way in the back. It's right up there. You can almost touch it. Oh, sorry we couldn't show it to you. We'll see it another time. H. Dot says, morning 606 where you are, somewhere across the pond. And Johnny Dodge says good night to all and have a good night. WBM says, flying back to Dallas from London Heathrow on June 6th on the British Airways A380. So look out for me. If we're here, we will look. If we're here when that lands, we will definitely be featuring it on Runway DFW.
More fun.
Oh, more fun. Okay, I got to sign off. Bye, everybody. Thanks again. See ya.